They're conflicted. I like him very much as a person, but sometimes even good people do things they shouldn't do. I've read the report. I'm not the judge in the case. I'm not the discipline decision maker in the case. I think it is accountability mechanisms working, and they should work, because it's not acceptable in the FBI or the Justice Department for people to lack candor. It's something we take really seriously.
Really? Fox News contributor and Speaker of the House Newt Gingrich was watching that with all of us as Jake Tapper did his interview yesterday. So he's disappointed as number two. Sometimes good people lie.
No, look, you have to watch his face. Turn off the sound and watch his face.
Okay, I tell you what, Mark, can you re-rack that clip, and let's go ahead and we're going to watch his face. Newt, tell us what we're looking at.
Okay. You're looking at a guy who around the 7th grade practiced sincerity. I didn't really mean to hit the car. I don't know how the baseball got out of my hands.
Yeah.
I think my cousin must have done it, because I couldn't have done it. I mean, look at his face, this pained. I hate throwing McCabe under the bus.
You're saying he's acting?
I know. I'm saying he taught himself at an early age a series of self-serving emotions, which he uses over. I mean, if you watch him for a couple of hours of this stuff, he uses it over and over and over. This guy is almost a pathological liar.
But it sounds, what he said right there, though, it sounds as if he agrees with the Inspector General at the Department of Justice. Andy McCabe broke all the rules and maybe some laws, and that's why there's a criminal referral.
Which would be a great shock, because with almost every authority figure, he's disappointed in them.
Right. Peter Strzok, disappointed.
Yeah,
Lisa Page didn't know that was happening.
President Obama, disappointed. The Attorney General Lynch, disappointed. I mean, you go down the list. He's disappointed in Trump.
And just to finish up this point, is that the problem is Andy McCabe's lawyer came out and said, wait a second. He told James Comey multiple times he's going to be talking to the Wall Street Journal about
these two guys are going to have in criminal court as witnesses against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And who broke the law? Who do you think?
We'll find out.
Both of them. I mean, I just did a piece for The Hill yesterday pointing out the top two people at the Federal Bureau of Investigation are both people who broke the law. Now, that's if you think about it, this is our most important law enforcement agency, and that is unbelievably dangerous. And by the way, they're breaking the law upwards. I mean, Comey is lying to Lynch. You know, I think for all practical purposes, he was lying to Rosenstein. I printed...
What do you mean lying to Lynch? When he said about the matter and investigation? Or Lynch is lying about her revisionist? One of them's not telling the truth?
If I had to choose, given the current track record, I'd probably bet with Lynch. But if you look at it, I mean, I urge everybody to just go Google Rosenstein's report on Comey, which Trump, I mean, this is one of Trump's real mistakes. Trump should have done nothing for 3 days. He should have gotten that report, released it, been horrified. Let the Sunday talk shows deal with the report. Rosenstein's report ends by saying, we'll never be able to fix the FBI as long as Comey is here. Now, at that point, what do you think the President of the United States ought to do? Then the IG report, which I also recommend people read, but it's longer. At the end of it, the IG basically says, look, this guy lied under oath. He lied when he wasn't under oath. Lying under oath, of course, is a felony.
They would have found out if Hillary Clinton won.
Well, we would know nothing. If Hillary Clinton had won, we'd know nothing about the depth of corruption at the top of the Justice Department.
What's your opinion about what's happening with Pompeo? He was good enough to be the CIA director, but not good enough to be Secretary of State.
I think the president should start going into every state that has a Democratic senator and lead a patriotic pro-American rally that says what the Democrats are doing in the Senate is destructive of the United States. You look at the total number of people they have bottled up, the ambassadors, the various appointments, the degree to which the president's running the government with about 1/3 of the people he ought to have. You look at what they're doing to Pompeo, first in his class at West Point, first in his class at Harvard, brilliant guy. Hillary Clinton gets through, the Republicans aren't partisan. She wins with an overwhelming vote.
That's what
Two voted no.
Yeah. John Kerry gets through.
And how about what our country is going through with Syria, with North Korea, with China?
But I think somebody's got to say, Chuck Schumer today puts the Democratic Party above the United States of America, and his colleagues
Where's Mitch McConnell on this? Mitch McConnell's got to be outraged. He could get a camera wherever he wanted. Why does the president always have to do this? He's the majority leader.
McConnell doesn't have nearly the capacity in the media that Donald J. Trump has.
And he could use some help.
I mean, the one thing I think McConnell ought to do is say we're not going home until every single nominee is approved. And I mean literally 7 days a week, for as many weeks as it takes. If McConnell said that, it would last 2 weeks.
Right.
By the end of the second week, the Democrats would be saying to Schumer, you got to cut it. I can't stay here.
They work 3 days a week.
Right, but they should stay 7 days a week until every single nominee is approved.
Because it takes 30 hours of debate, but it's not like they're doing anything else.
But the president's finally beginning to focus on this. It is an absolute outrage that the Democrats in the Senate have put partisan advantage above the United States of America. And I think that we ought to call them on it. And Pompeo's going to get approved.
Heidi Heitkamp, we should say a Democrat said, I'll vote for him, so that's one.
All right, and you know how it works because your wife's the ambassador to the Vatican. Newt, thank you very much for dropping by the living room today.
Thank you so much. Great to see you. All right, let's hand it over to Jill. You know